Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. 60 and Me is a community of women who are aging beautifully over 60, and in our videos here we talk about all kinds of topics of interest to older women. We talk about fashion and beauty, we talk about relationships, money, health, well-being, and now and again we just choose a subject that I know nothing about, and I'm intrigued every time I read the articles that our bloggers write, and wanted to share this particular one with you because I will learn as we go. Now, I'm not a great gardener. I don't have a garden myself, and I don't have a balcony. So I'm not, sort of a green thumb, and plants often don't survive very long in my house. But there's one trend that I wanted to cover, written by Kevin Jefferson, one of our bloggers, about herbs that you can plant anywhere, in a pot, outside, on a balcony, in your garden. And the reason that they're interesting to me is that I've done a lot of research over the last year about the value of herbs. Now, I call them herbs or herbs, not sure how you pronounce it, but those are the plants that have power. They have magical power, and they just are Mother Nature's way of giving us goodness that we can use to help us stay healthy and well. Now, Kevin does a really good job of talking through these 6 herbs that you can plant on your balcony or on a small garden, and I'm going to go through them with you and kind of learn as we go. I'm going to read some of the notes to make sure I cover all the points, but I'm pretty excited about this because I actually have got a lot of herbs that we're going to talk about today in various teas that I've purchased, but these you can just plant and pick and make a tea and get all the goodness from them, and not just teas, but in your foods as a savory accessory, accompaniment. So the first one that he talks about is basil. Now, basil is a native of tropical regions, and it's actually one of the best, according to him, summer herbs. And I never realized this, but there's so many different variations, and I'll read some of them. Spicy globe, dolce frisa, nufar, genovese. These are all kinds of basil that you can get. Now, I know there's holy basil, which comes from places in India, like another tropical plant, and it's very good in teas. And I do actually have a tea bag that makes that tea out of, it's called holy basil. It's one of the many families, I guess, of basil. But the thing about basil is it needs lots and lots of sunshine. It's a summer plant. It needs well-drained soil. And this is the thing that always amazes me, is what is inside it. Now, we take our vitamins and supplements, and that is really where we should be getting most of our, value from foods themselves. But, we take supplements, and basil has got a large amount of vitamin K, manganese, iron, vitamin A and C, and it's a great source of calcium and magnesium. I mean, what more could you want? It's like free supplements. If you just grow a little basil plant and then pinch off the leaves. The flower buds are the best. I guess they have the best flavor and makes a nice tea. So you can have basil as a tea, or in your spaghetti bolognese sauce, or any kinds of other sauces that you love. But think about all those great things it has in it. It's amazing. So the next one he talks about is rosemary. I love the scent of rosemary. Whenever I go past a rosemary bush, I always kind of rub my fingers on it like lavender and just enjoy that kind of scent. But apparently it adds flavor. Well, it does add flavor to chicken and potato dishes. It's a woody shrub that grows in the Mediterranean. It's okay in cooler climates too, he says, and you can always bring the pot inside if it gets kind of cold outside. But apparently there's different, again, variations of rosemary. He mentions 2, which is ARP, which is very tolerant to cold, and Gorizia, which is an upright variety with big leaves. Secret with rosemary is not to water it too much, and it has got elements in it, goodness, that boosts the immune system, helps improve your memory and alertness, focus, intelligence. So rosemary is a really good one for brain health. And again, you can plant this in a pot, put it in your house or just on a window ledge, and you've got instant goodness in a pot. The next one is Greek oregano. Now, I have traveled to Greece many times, and they make a tea there in Greece. When you go there and you go to the markets, you see it everywhere. And it's called mountain tea. That's what they call it. And I have a feeling that it's a combination of all these different mountain herbs that Kevin's talking about. But this one, Greek oregano, grows like crazy. This is one that you've got to watch. It's kind of like morning glory and mint. You plant a little bit, and then before you know it, your whole garden is overtaken by it. But it's great to add to marinades and vinaigrettes. So it's good in Greek food. And it's in Turkestan. There's Turkestan, Mexican, and Syrian oregano. Those are all the variations. Even though he uses the category Greek, or oregano is available in lots of, or is found in all different other countries as well. It has got an antibacterial quality that helps to fight staph infections. It's got excellent source of fiber, again, vitamin K, manganese, iron, calcium. Yeah, oregano, it's a great plant for all those things. So you can either pop the supplements, eat good foods, of course, or you can maybe just have a little oregano plant and just now and again pick off the leaves, crunch them up into your sauces and vinaigrettes, and you're all set. So a few more here. Now, you may be familiar, because I'm probably the one that I am familiar with is mint. Now, mint, I love mint. And I remember when I was a little girl, my mom used to make lamb a lot and make mint sauce. And that was the thing that went with lamb. I don't eat meat anymore, but I remember that memory from my past, and the fact that we would just go out to the garden, pick the mint, scrunch it in our fingers, bring it in, and it would get turned into wonderful vinaigrette, like a mint sauce. But it can overtake the whole yard too. And mint comes in many different varieties again. So you've got spearmint, strawberry mint, mojito mint, chocolate mint, peppermint, and apple mint. I've heard about chocolate mint. I don't know how you would use that. Has anybody done anything with chocolate mint? It's probably really good. Just, I don't know, with drinks. I don't know. But you can add it to your summer salads or your winter tea. It likes rich soil and lots of moisture. It's got a lot of vitamin A in it, which is apparently super good for your vision. So that's a really good herb to plant and use in your foods. Mint, if you are looking for something to give your eyes added boost, added strength. Now, by the way, none of this is medical advice, right? I am not a doctor, and Kevin, I don't think, is a doctor. I'm just quoting, from the research, from the online resources. Go ahead and check everything out yourself. Don't go and buy mint and think, oh, I don't need to buy any vitamin A, or I don't need to take care of my eyes in another way. No medical advice. Just go out and have fun with, planting these in your garden. And as he says at the beginning of his article, which I'll link, you don't need a big garden. You can do these in little pots on your window ledge. And most people have got a window, but even then, put them out on your porch, on your step, wherever. So that's mint. The next one he talks about is thyme. So as a drought resistant, it's like low maintenance. You can grow thyme anywhere. It likes lots of sun, but dry soil, so don't overwater. Thyme is one that you have to be careful about. Vitamin C, vitamin A, it's got copper in it, iron. Again, it's just a magical plant. It's really, really cool. Manganese. I don't know what manganese is. I should check that out. But, it's a great source of in this thyme. Now, the final one is parsley. This is kind of a one that you don't think to grow or to, you buy it in a shaker. But it's flat-leaved and curly. You can get both. So you can get flat leaves, and then there's that curly parsley, which is the only one that I think I know about. But this curly parsley is really, really tasty. It needs regular feeding and moisture, so keep it watered. And I'm reading my notes here because there's so many. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I am not a plant person. I don't know this at all. It's rich in antioxidants, A, K, and C. Sounds like all of these have got vitamin K in them. It says it may improve blood sugar, support hearts, kidney, and bone health. And excuse the noise in the background. I've got my window open a bit because it's super hot today, and there's traffic going by, but it's just like I feel like I'm in the garden, so that's all good. How to keep your herbs to prevent spread, because it sounds like you mentioned several times, if you don't watch these, they'll take over your garden. Well, if you're in a pot, be careful, putting them in a pot. Just be careful that you use a small pot, and that you just keep everything kind of moderately proportionate, that you don't pour a lot of water in there. You just kind of, with a herbal pot, you can actually move it around into the sunshine when's needed. So some don't need as much as others. And if you remember what I mentioned earlier, you can always go back to the article and read it. So You can always trim the tips as well of the flowering ones so that you don't have too much explosive growth. So I'm really curious, do you grow homemade herbs? Do you put them in a container garden on your porch? What do you do with them? Just share the ones, and if we haven't mentioned the ones that you love, please share those, because I'd like to know what other people are doing and so on. But if you love this video, obscure and wonderful and wild as it was, it wasn't anything like our normal videos on fashion and beauty and relationships and money and health, which we write about, all kinds of things to do with older women, jobs, entrepreneurship, everything. Just please subscribe to the channel. I'd love to get your support, and at a minimum, press that like button. YouTube likes, and they will spread the news about these videos, and we can reach more women. That's the most important thing. Okay, everybody, well, tell us about your adventures with herbal, planting herb gardens in your garden or in pots, and look forward to reading your comments. Okay, everybody, have a super day. Take really good care of yourselves and stay safe and well. We'll talk again soon. Bye for now.